You're watching Good Business San Diego.
Welcome back. These days, buying a new car can easily cost $40,000 to $50,000 or more. So how do you know you're getting the right price? We spoke with the co-founder and CEO of CarEdge to find out. The following is brought to you by the Lux List. Joining me today is Shefska. He is the co-founder and CEO of CarEdge, a consumer platform that's dedicated to empowering car shoppers to make confident and informed decisions. Because Zach, we got a lot at stake here. So let me start here. What makes the Dealer Transparency Index fundamentally different from review platforms or deals that consumers are already seeing online?
Yeah, absolutely, Roy. When you're spending that much money, it's critically important to make sure you're paying a fair price. The Dealer Transparency Index is rooted in one thing, and that is transparency. Car dealership reviews are quantitative. You have to, they're qualitative. You have to take the opinions of people and hope and pray that they were not being influenced by the salesperson saying, please give me a 10 out of 10 review so that I get a good grade on my survey. The Dealer Transparency Index is actually rooted in quantitative data. We've contacted over 50,000 dealerships with our AI agent, gotten pricing from them, and that pricing data is now available online. It highlights which dealers are adding exorbitant fees, add-on products, charging egregious dock fees, things like that, and helps consumers focus on those good dealers who are transparent, fair, and efficient.
Excellent. So let's talk about some of those add-ons. Your data shows add-ons averaging over $1,500, documentation fees nearing $1,000 in some states. So how widespread is this gap between the advertised price and the final pricing?
Now, fortunately, most dealers get a good grade in our transparency index. 40% or so are A-rated dealers, so that's good to say. That being said, there are a lot of bad actors out there that unfortunately skew the data. Accessories can range from a couple $100 to a couple $1,000. In some cases, we've even seen dock fees up to $1,600. In some states, like California, for example, that's capped at $85. So imagine buying a car out of state and getting charged a $1,600 fee just for processing the paperwork. So the fees are all over the place. The dock fees in particular and the add-ons can range from a couple hundred to a couple thousand. It's critically important that you know which dealers are playing these types of games before you contact them so you can prioritize your outreach.
Yeah, the disparity is pretty incredible. So the Net Promoter Score for dealerships has dropped sharply in the past year. First of all, what is the NPS and why do you think there's been this drop in these ratings?
The Net Promoter Score tells you how likely someone is to recommend a product or service to a friend. And, we all want to be like Apple or Tesla, one of those companies that has such a high rating. Car dealerships, they're unfortunately one of the least trusted industries in the United States. And a lot of that, again, is just predicated on some bad actors out there that have taken advantage of people time and time again. And so everything that we do here at CarEdge is all rooted in the idea that the auto industry can be fair, efficient, and transparent. And that when the car industry is fair, efficient, and transparent, everyone, including the consumer, can win.
For sure. And you mentioned a lot of these dealerships getting A or B grades. So how might this change the dynamics in the markets where pricing tactics are usually what has driven the traffic to the dealerships?
It's interesting because my passion in this, Roy, is really pretty clear. The FTC occasionally and state AGs occasionally go after dealerships for bait and switch advertising tactics. And usually those settlements are tens or at least single-digit millions of dollars, which is pretty remarkable. That being said, there's no commercial viability for a dealership to operate differently. The third-party marketplaces today, the incumbents, they don't really incentivize being a good actor. And so we're trying to bring a wave of change, a wave of transparency that rewards dealers who are transparent. Maybe their advertised price is a little bit higher than their competition, but at least the numbers don't change when you go to the dealership.
Zach, about 30 seconds left here. So we see these various prices for various dealerships. What drives that the gap in the pricing if the vehicle is just identical?
Really what drives the gap significantly, Roy, are going to be those add-on products. That's one of the things that we're measuring. We're measuring as well those document fees like we talked about a moment ago. And then the quality of information. Some dealerships, unfortunately, they'll still send pricing to customers. They'll take a photo of a handwritten note and not really explain what that $1,000 line item is. So these are some of the things consumers need to watch out for. The quality of the data that they're getting, the add-ons, the fees, and making sure that they're within reason for their area and their region.
A lot we need to police, and with your help, we'll do that. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. More information online at CarEdge.com. We'll be right back.